Hey everyone, my name is Marshall Mind, and right now there's a conversation going on about what audience the developers should strive to please when it comes to making a mixed martial arts game. For some people, they believe that because a vast majority of people that buy these games are casual fans, the game should be made with them in mind. And some others are saying, hey, look, these casual fans are the same people that will abandon the game the very first chance they get. Whether it's because a new Call of Duty game came out, or because they just got bored, or because there's some new exploit in the game that they just can't get over. These casuals that you want to please are the ones that abandon your game, so why are you focusing on them? And when I listen to these conversations, and I join in these conversations, I am truly fascinated because this has got to be something that the people who make these games really think about. On one hand, you want to make a game that sells copies. You want to make money. Because at the end of the day, it's a business after all. And on the other hand, you want to make a very good game that is fun, balanced, realistic, and also represents the sport. And for you to sell copies, you gotta make the game easy to pick up, easy to play. The controls have to be easy to understand. It can't be too complicated. It has to be user friendly. But then to make a game that represents the sport of MMA and is also very realistic, some aspects of it just has to be complicated. There's no way around that. So what happens is you're kind of stuck in the middle of trying to balance it all out. So how do you make a game that is user friendly, but also very realistic and represents the sports accurately? How do you do that? Now, I have no idea what these developers are planning to do, but personally, if I were to decide, I don't think that focusing on the casual players is the right way to go. And I'm going to use soccer as an example. Growing up, I really loved soccer. I played in school, I was very good at it, and I'm still pretty good at soccer also, but I don't watch soccer every single time. I don't watch every game like I used to. I don't follow the sport as closely as I used to, just like I follow mixed martial arts right now. So it could be said that right now I am a casual soccer fan. I know about the sport, I like it, I watch it occasionally, but it's not my number one sport, and I'm definitely not dedicated to it. So when I got FIFA 12 for the PlayStation 3 and I played it for a little bit, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I really liked it, but I didn't care enough about the game to actually learn the game and become competitive. I didn't care about getting online and competing with the best and dominating. I just wanted to play the game against the AI. And as soon as I got bored of it, I stopped playing and I went back to playing UFC Undisputed 3 and Fight Night Champion. I'm sure that there were a lot of things about the game that I didn't know about or even cared to know about. I'm also sure that there were a lot of things that were probably left out of the game because of people like me. Things that hardcore soccer fans wanted to see in the game. But because, oh my god, what if the casuals don't get it? I'm sure a lot of these things were left out or scrapped. Of course, soccer is a very popular sport, so the game sells copies as opposed to mixed martial arts, which isn't as popular. But my point is that these casuals that everyone is so afraid won't buy the game because it's so complicated and they won't learn how to effectively play. These casuals don't care enough about the actual sport to even care about becoming good at the game. Half of these people don't even want to play online. Half of these casuals just want to bang, bro. They just want to get on the game and fight against the AI. Create a 6'8", 500-pound monster with green hair and run around the cage throwing punches. They don't care enough about being great at the game to sit there and try to learn the clinch game, the ground game, or the submission system. Even in the Red Belt division in EA Sports UFC, a lot of people don't even want to mess with the ground game at all. All they care about is the striking. In UFC Undisputed 3, it was the same exact way. The fact is that a vast majority of mixed martial arts fans are not really mixed martial arts fans at all. They're just fans of fighting, stand-up fighting. That's pretty much it. That's about it. And it's no different in the game. No matter how simple the ground game is, no matter how simple the submission system is, the fact is, it's still not going to attract the casual players because they just don't care about ground fighting. So why would you make the ground game, especially the submission system, based on the casuals? Players who don't even care for it. Players who don't even want to play online. And if they do play online, it's just a bang, bro. Why not make the ground game, and especially a submission system, based on players that actually care for it? Players that would actually use it. Players that would actually be attracted to it. Players that will look to take the fight there. I mean, that's the way I look at it personally. That's like making the soccer game around what you think I want. I just want to take the ball from the center of the field all the way to my opponent's goalpost and I want to score. That's it. I don't care about learning how to shoot a proper free kick. I don't care about learning how to shoot an effective corner kick. I don't care about penalties. I don't care about my team formation or any of that stuff. I don't care about any of that. I just want to kick the ball. And this is coming from a guy that is a fan of soccer. The difference is I'm a casual fan, and a soccer game should not be made with me in mind. Make it as realistic as possible, and if I pick it up and play it and I like it, oh well. I might play it for a month and move on to the next mixed martial arts game that comes out. And if I don't like it, I won't even last a month. Either way, I will be moving on very soon. That's how it is with EA Sports UFC. These casuals move on eventually. When the new Call of Duty game comes out, when the new Grand Theft Auto game comes out, they move on, no matter how good the game is. So I say, make the game as realistic as possible. Make the striking system extremely good, because that is what the casuals care about. Make the offline experience extremely good also, because a lot of people, a vast majority of people, play offline. Make the AI believable. Make the fighters feel like themselves. Give them a great career mode, a very good fighter creation system. Add in some game modes to keep things fresh, and that's it. You've attracted the casuals, and that will keep them occupied until they finally move on. But when it comes to the ground game, the submission system, the clinch, the online experience, you have to make this around the wishes of the players that will not move on. Players that will keep playing the game until the next one in the series comes out. You gotta give them a realistic experience in all aspects of the game. This way they don't feel like they're being left out. This way they don't feel like they're not being listened to. This way everyone can be happy. That's pretty much what I think needs to be done. Now, I'm not a developer. I don't claim to be a developer. I don't claim to be good at marketing. I probably wouldn't even know how to sell a game if my life depended on it. But what I do know is, I know what it feels like to be a casual fan. I know what it feels like to be a hardcore fan. And I know that making a sports game with casual fans in mind first is just the wrong way to go. For the sake of the game. I'm not even talking about money right now. I'm not talking about sales. I'm talking about the game. But hey, what do I know, right? It's just one man's opinion. So let me know what you think about the whole situation. Do you think sports games should be made with casuals in mind first? Or do you think the hardcore fans should have their needs met first? Or do you think this should be a middle ground, like 50% arcade and 50% simulation? Let me know in the comment section, and I will definitely read and respond to every single comment. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Be safe.